This is a Lloyd 900HS, and this is one of the most premium chiropractic tables on the market. Now, I'm going to break down a few details, what kind of practitioner that this might suit, what other comparable tables that there are on the market, and a detailed breakdown of all of the features we have on this almost fully optioned Lloyd Galaxy 900HS, and also what few things I love about this table. To get started, who might this table suit? The person that would love this chiropractic table is someone that wants a table that can absolutely do everything. It's versatile. It has high-low functions, so someone can step on the end here and it will slowly lay them down. Great for geriatric or people that are so acute they can almost not get off the table. Comes in handy and saves so many patients from jumping up and down. The second person that might suit this is someone that sees a lot of people. With auto drop, it just takes all of the stress and load off a practitioner. And I know there's a lot of people out there that also just want all the bells and whistles with a chiropractic table and something that's durable and gonna last a whole career. Well, this is the exact table that many of our practitioners reach for. What other comparable tables are there in the market? For this Lloyd Galaxy 900HS, the only real comparative table is a Zenith 460, which is also high-low in elevation, that's in the same class. We also would compare this to a Hill AirDrop 90HC, and this doesn't have high-low function, but it does have elevation or vertilift and all of the automatic drops as well. Let's get into some of the details. We're going to start at the foot end of the table. As you can see, this is a foot plate. The table actually does have high-low and elevation. This table isn't optioned with a auto swing away foot plate. The auto swing away foot plate would just swing up so that it's nice and easy for the practitioner to get really close. This table has so many different bells and whistles that can be optioned or deleted so that you can customize the table specifically for your needs. The ankle rest, this can also be optioned with a drop in the ankle. If you're doing peripherals like ankle drop table, it does have an extension that locks into place and an easy kind of drop away. As we move, there's a control panel at the bottom here. This allows automatic and manual so that we can pre-select the height that we're after and then also move through the high-low or elevation settings. As we move forward into the pelvic cushion here, we've got a pelvic raise that comes up nicely. One of the really cool features about the Lloyd tables that is different from a Zenith, for example, that's really effective, is that the dorsal or thoracic cushion, it actually raises as well. So this allows someone with a really deep or sway back to actually use the drop pieces in a flexed lumbar spine. So a lot of practitioners really love that feature. So these release down nice and easily. As we move, we've got manual and automatic drops for this table. So these do manually cot with tension knobs conveniently on both sides. Now that's something that you don't see every day, especially the Zenith table. They don't have tension knobs in their pelvic piece on both sides. So that's really handy. This one also has an auto drop. Similar to the Zenith, it's got an 8-pin selector, so you can just easily turn these to select which drop pieces are going to activate. There's a nice foot strip on the floor, and this table has a hydraulic activated drop system. So it uses just the one motor to function the whole table. That includes the elevation, the high-low, and the drops. So in comparison to an air drop, the hydraulic activated drop, it comes up a little bit more gentle. This is really comfortable for patients, but the drops are really clean and crisp. You can really see how sharp and snappy they are. It's so awesome to work with. Definitely those premium brands like Hill, Lloyd, and Zenith have a great feeling drop, and the Lloyd 900HS is no exception. As we move up here, we've also got, lumbar and dorsal drops here. These ones are also hand activated with again, the tension knobs on both sides. As we progress further, we have, as I said, the 8-pin selector. There's a little dial here that allows for the breakaway, and even easier, there's a little knob here that when we actually release this allows for a swing breakaway chest. So we can actually use this dial at the top here to set how much tension that spring's going to have. So some practitioners, especially Gonstead, or ones that want to have mums and bubs in their office, it is so handy to have a swing away piece. So you can just lock that back in place. As we move further up the table, again, we can activate both the drops just with the convenient foot strip. That allows the whole cushion to come up really effectively. So you get a great one-piece cushion. This can also be optioned as 2 individual cushions. So there's so much customization of these tables that you can really build it to suit your exact needs. All right, as we move further up here, we also have elevation headpiece, and we also have a tilt function as well. This one tilts up, so we can elevate that as well and tilt it up all the way. There's quick little release switches underneath the headrest here. The really cool thing about this headpiece as well is it can flick between forward motion and toggle. So another feature that the Zenith 460 doesn't have is to be able to swap between toggle and FM. So at the moment we've got a toggle drop, so nice and clean, crisp, just dropping down through that bottom section. And then we have this nice little, that's the tension knob there. We have this nice little toggle changer, and that will automatically swap it from toggle to forward motion. So that gives so much variability. If you're a Thompson practitioner, or if you do want to do toggle, or you want to have the best of both worlds, it's so easy to use and it's a really great feature. And we have a face paper cutter. This is a deluxe headrest, so that the face paper roll is actually embedded into the headpiece. A nice little bar to hold that face paper down. And again, we have a manual drop function here, but we can also select the auto drop as well. So all of these can be optioned and customized so specifically for your very needs. And it also comes with 2 easy to use foot pedals. There's a couple of other features in terms of making it higher and lower. Because check this out, it's really, really cool. Underneath the armrest here, there's actually the ability to raise the table for someone that is really tall. So if you get them to stand on, you want to adjust the height for them. It's again all hydraulically controlled by the same smooth motor. This also has a feature where we can actually change or separate the pelvic cushion from the dorsal and the chest piece here. We can actually pull that apart and then it will lock into place there. So this allows for more of a gap here. Again, if you wanted to allow space for mums, that's such a good feature to have. It's so easy to use. So we can set that back down to where we had it before, and it clicks into place. The last little hidden switch is just at the top of the headrest. If we've got kids around and playing with some of the buttons, there is a safety switch that you just have to click if we want to actually raise our table to the height that we've selected. And on this style, we can actually see this. We'll go all the way down, and when it's all the way down, it's got a really good low height as well. Knee height, and I'm about 175. Then it will extend all the way up to high-low. And underneath we can see this amazing hydraulic cylinder or hydraulic ram that really runs this table. So this makes it super easy for someone to step on the platform. When someone steps on the platform and they're in their position, we can either use the control panel or hit the little safety, and it will slowly come down and it will actually automatically come up to the pre-selected height that we work at using that control panel there. I've got it set at 27 inches, so it's going to automatically come up to the exact height that we're after, which is such a good feature if you know what height you want to work at, so that we're able to have so much more efficiency and better flow in our offices. This table is really some of the premier tables, and one of the last things that just makes it so easy for upgrading and keeping this table at a premium level is the snap-on covers. These covers are actually got these little clips that just unclip, and underneath reveals this premium vinyl. These covers can actually be made to order for your table. So after many years, let's say 5 years have gone past, we're starting to get some fading or wear in these vinyl covers, we can actually just order a new set of these snap-on covers. This one's the upgraded Apollo black vinyl, the one that we recommend most from Lloyd. And this comes on every single cushion throughout the whole table, including the headpiece, so that you never have to have any rips, cuts, tears, or fading in your vinyl. And Lloyd is the only manufacturer that actually does this on their tables. So if you're in the market for a really premium table, the Lloyd 900 HS could be the one for you. And if you're confused about any of the options or you want some more detail, feel free to speak to us. Because with a Lloyd table like this, it's really great if you can option it specifically for the things that you are going to need and you will use all the time, and you don't have anything that you don't need, so it's specifically built just for you. What I really, really love about this table is just the fact that it's got one hydraulic system. The auto drops are just the biggest lifesavers when it comes to adjusting a lot of people and having the ease of using those drops. That 8-pin selector is the most convenient way to select the drops, and it just makes things so fast and easy. It's definitely the winner, my number one feature that I love. The second thing I really like about this table is its lowest height. It does go down nice and low, which is super handy to have for a table so that you can actually do side posture adjustments. And with this really snazzy frame design, it's a really solid table. So even with the high-low and elevation, you can still do side posture adjusting on it with ease. It holds that weight and compression. There is a tiny bit of wobble side to side as you would expect from any table, but when you push straight down on it, it is bulletproof and it's so nice to adjust on. As a patient as well, it's very comfortable. So the comfort and practicality is definitely 6 to none. So if you want more information or if you have any questions after our video, make sure that you reach out to us or book a discovery call so we can chat to you about Lloyd or any of the other brands that we know and love. So book a discovery call and have a great time in your office. Happy adjusting.